Everybody, welcome back to Wallet Reset. I'm your host, Mike Malbrough, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the content creation strategy that I gave my sister that helped her get her face on a Times Square billboard for a whole week. Alright, so before I get into it, you guys know what to do. If you aren't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications and never miss any content ever again. Alright, also, if at any point in time you hear something that just lights something in you when you're hearing it, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions about what I'm about to say, what I talk about, leave a comment. I will answer your comment. It's going to be great content. So anyway, getting right into it. So before I tell you exactly how she did it and what I told her to do, let me just tell you a little bit about my sister. So my sister, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, she had done certain types of network marketing, multi-level marketing companies, selling various products, what have you. She's always been an entrepreneur. She started out doing, watching kids, and then got to be a Zumba instructor, and then went on to do network marketing. And she had some success. Obviously, because people who continue at something will always have success. And my sister is a boss, so don't get it twisted, right? My little sister is a boss. But she, she hit a kind of a path where she was getting some success, but she felt like she was churning a little bit, and it was hard to have something that was like predictable. And she knew that I really understood marketing, and so she called me one day and she was like, "Hey Mike, can you do me a favor? I'm trying to do this, and I have this contest coming up where the winner would get their face on a Times Square billboard." And so I asked her, "Okay, well, what do you do already? How are you already promoting yourself?" And she's like, "Well, I go on to Instagram and I post pictures and stuff like that, and whenever somebody likes it or comments, I jump in their DMs and I say, 'Hey, thanks for checking my page out, blah, blah, blah.'" And she, basically builds a relationship from there, which is excellent, right? Excellent, excellent. And it's like she already had some understanding. And so what I did was I went to her Instagram, I went to her Facebook, I went to all of the things that she was using to promote her business. And I looked at the content that she was doing. Now, here's what you have to know about me before I go into anything else. So I have studied marketing, obviously. I've studied business, obviously, right? But I also went to college for psychology, right? Now, psychology and business are necessary, all right? They're lovers, right? If you don't know psychology, or at least have some hint of like an understanding of how people make decisions, how the brain works, you're gonna have struggles. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying about the story, so I looked through her social media feeds, and I'm like, wow, you know what? You're doing a lot of good things, but what you are missing is this and this and this, which I'll tell you a little bit later. So she looks at it, and she's not the type. She's just like me. If she gets information, she's gonna be like, "Huh, okay, I like that. I don't know if I should just jump with what you say, but I like it. Let me go research it." And so she did the research. She actually understood what to do, and then she got to work. She is, like I said, she's a boss. She's the type of person that, you could give her one lemon and she will have a lemon grove and a lemonade stand in every corner of your town. Like, she's a boss, so don't get it twisted. So what she did is she put it into work. And 11 months later, we were in Times Square looking up at her billboard. And if you are not, if you don't follow me and you haven't followed me for a while on Instagram, go to Instagram/Wallet Reset, right? And I'm gonna actually repost, but we have video of us all in Times Square, me, my kids, her and her husband, my whole entire family was able to go to New York, Times Square, and see her face on a billboard, right? Now that is like mind-blowing to think about, the fact that it's like someone whose diaper you changed is being seen by millions of people every day in Times Square, right? And anyway, to me, it's amazing. But before I get into, and I'm about to give you this plan, right? But before I tell you, what you have to understand is this, because I want to really make sure you understand the value of that Times Square billboard and the fact that she got it for free simply from doing the work, right? Understanding the marketing that she had to do, understanding the strategy for her social media content, right? She was able to get a billboard that would cost $3 million per year, which breaks down to like somewhere around $120,000 a week, right? Now, imagine yourself being 1 year in business and then buying a Times Square billboard, right? It wasn't actually a year, it was 11 months, but imagine yourself 11 months Times Square billboard, right? That's the value, and ultimately, hopefully, I don't have to drill this point down anymore. Hopefully you get it. So I'm going to give you this social media content creation strategy that I used to give her that she got on a Times Square billboard with. So the first thing, right, and I'll tell you kind of in the story and then I'll point out what I'm talking about. So the first thing I did, like I said, is I saw her feed and I looked through it and I was like, I noticed that she was posting a lot about her product, like literally images of the product that she's selling, right? And before I started studying marketing seriously, I was selling cars, right? And one thing that they teach you in sales, right, is that you have to sell yourself, right? You don't sell the car, right? You sell yourself because the car is a car. The car is the product. The car solves a problem. People are there to find a way to solve a problem. They're not there to have you tell them about the car, though. Because as a salesperson, your job is to build a relationship so that they at least feel that they can trust you. People only buy from people who they feel like they trust and who they know and who have some type of I can relate to this person. This is the type of person I would sit down and have a beer with or invite to a cookout. Or you get what I'm saying? So the first thing I want to tell you is this. If you are focusing on, one thing I see a lot is like the little meme posts or the like inspirational quotes or whatever. And I do a lot of inspirational videos specifically on Instagram, but I don't do inspirational quote blocks, right? I don't do that. And the reason why is because I want you and me to relate. I want you and me to develop a relationship outside of just, hey, you know, this profile posts great pictures and great inspirational quotes because I'm a person now. I'm your buddy now. You will feel like you know me now. You will feel like you've hung out with me. Right? And that's what I want because deep down, I want to help you. And that's what my product does. My product helps you. So before you start to promote a product, get people to know you. So how I told her to do this, right? And this is the actual like nuts and bolts of what I said to do. She was selling makeup, or she sells makeup, and what she was doing was, like I said, she was posting pictures of the products, posting pictures of, you know, nice houses or, you know, just nice stuff, right? And I see this a ton on social media. People will post pictures of Lamborghinis, and it's like, bro, okay, I get it. It's nice stuff, and your audience may like that nice stuff, but what they actually want is to be in an intimate setting with you and get to know you, right? So what I told my sister was, you know, when you're selling lipstick, sit down, put on the camera, and literally do a live video. And she does it on Facebook. All of her lives, I think, are on Facebook. But just do a live video and talk to the camera and say, hey guys, blah, blah, and put your makeup on. Show how the makeup works, check it, you know, basically show them all the benefits of using your product, right? Be your best your best review, be your best testimonial. And in that way, when people see you get something out of it, they're gonna say, oh, I like that. That actually looks pretty good on you. Let me see if it looks good on me, right? And if you're selling, for example, like I'm gonna keep going back to this example. I follow a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of even people who've been doing it a long time get this wrong. So it's not something that's this is a fairly new concept, but you have to be a human now, right? The millennials and generation after us we demand intimacy. It's not just oh, you have a product, we would like to sell you this thing. You have to be a human, right? You have to know the pain that they're going through, because that is something that you and they can relate to. And if they cannot relate, like I said, they won't buy. I feel like I'm harping on this, so I'm going to move forward, but you know what I'm saying. Build a relationship by literally being with your audience in a setting that, like, we're in our office. My girlfriend does her art in here. We both run businesses in here. So this is pretty much the command center, but I'm letting you into my office to have a talk with you, right? And I want it to really feel like that, because ultimately we are building a relationship. And then once you do that, right, offer something of value, right? And you don't actually have to sell everything that you offer that's of value. But the reason why you do that is because I want you as my audience, right? I want you to feel like I'm helping you, right? People always want to, two things really, before I, lose my train of thought. You want to help people, whether it's free or whether they have to pay you, because people like people who help them, right? And because of something that's a psychological concept called reciprocity, right? So reciprocity basically is our system of values that create basically social currency, right? So if I give you something, right, you are more likely to feel like you owe me. And that it's not that I want you to owe me. It's that I want you to know that we can exchange. And so by offering you, for example, in her case, by offering you, hey, I'm going to do a giveaway of my favorite colors of lip gloss or lipstick or whatever, she's giving you something to help you try out this product, right? And she's getting something because it's almost like planting a seed, right? For those of you who've ever grown a garden, which I suggest that everyone grow a garden sometime in their life, but it's another story. Growing a garden is really, it's something that when you don't depend on it, you may not get it. But really the whole thing is this: you plant a seed, right? And if you plant one seed, that one seed may not come up. But if you plant 10 seeds, you'll probably get one plant. If you plant 1,000 seeds, you might get 100 plants, right? But ultimately, what you have to do is you have to understand that you are not directly asking for a sale like a salesperson at a car dealership. Like when I was a car salesman, when a customer comes, we would literally, our job is to get you to give us money. You have to have a strategy that's longer term, because ultimately a car salesman that's good at his job will understand this person will eventually buy 12 cars in their lifetime. That's really the way that you have to approach it. The concept you have to approach it with is a long-term strategy wins. The tortoise and the hare is the long-term strategy wins. The hare ran really hard, stopped a lot. The tortoise kept a consistent pace and won. And that's what you want to do. So yeah, you want to give something of value to that audience, right? And repeat that cycle over and over and over. And it's very, very simple. But I think that what most people do is they get so caught up in one of two parts, right? You get caught up by the cash, right? Like, I want to make money. So you become like a sales video all the time. And it's okay to sell, right? Please please hear what I'm saying to you. Sell, right? You don't want to be the person that's like, oh, I'm just going to talk and give you all the stuff that I know, because here's the thing. There's going to be people that value what you say that will not do what you say, right? They're going to want somebody to help them, and that's where you can help them, by giving them products, by giving them a service, by consulting, by doing events. You know what I mean? Just even if you're a DJ, you know what the best thing for you to do right now is, every time you go out, go and take 10 minutes outside of the DJ booth and snap pictures with people, right? Snap pictures with people and travel and do that everywhere, right? And then once you start doing that, start doing giveaways, like bottle giveaways or music giveaways, or both. You get what I'm saying? A free VIP giveaway. Do something that no one else is doing to build value. I was actually, just before this, I was watching Gary Vee sit down with YG. He said, you want to aim really high to give them as much value as possible. Give them your soul, right? Or aim to give them your soul. And then when you realize that I don't have time for that, I can't really afford to do that, you drop it down a little bit. And what most people do is they start low, like, oh, what can I afford to do, right? And then they feel like, oh man, I went over budget, and so they start to slightly stretch, right? And you don't want to ever don't do things based on the budget that you have. Do things based on the value that you're providing and what is realistic, right? Drop down to what's realistic. Don't start realistic, because it's a concept that just doesn't work. Anyway, not going to go too deep into the like philosophical part of it, but just to summarize and reiterate, make sure that you are a person. Make sure that you are friends with your audience, right? And the best way to do that is by speaking directly to them. Do live videos, do answer questions, do whatever, do pop-ups, pop up at wherever, and say, hey guys, I'm gonna be here, such and such, such, check me out, I'm gonna be doing this to give away to you guys. Just be a dope person, be an awesome person, because awesome people will last, right? And so that's it. Be an awesome person. And then once they're attracted to that awesome person, offer them something of value that can help their life, right? And once you do that, I promise you, give it a year, give it 2 years. If you make this your mission in life, you will have success in ways that you can't imagine, okay? But ultimately, you just have to understand that if you can improve every room that you go into, everything that you put your mind to, or put your words in, or put your face on, go in with the intent to provide value, to make this place will be better because you were there, right? That's the way that I approach it. That's the way I teach people to approach it. And hopefully that's what you're getting out of this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Also, in the comments, what did I say in this video that gave you that aha moment? What was it that stands out to you in your brain right now? And let me know what you are going to take from what I said and move forward with. All right, so once again, it's Mike Malbro, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys next time. Peace.